What's up guys, Loki here, and today I've got a special video for you. This is my 75th 2008 Ranger impression. Now what was commonly seen in Afghanistan during that time period is now being seen in my storage unit. So let's get right into this. The uniform, easiest piece to identify for almost anyone. Now this right here is the ACU cut uniform in the camouflage pattern UCP. Looks absolutely amazing, doesn't blend into anything. Underneath this jacket right here, he is wearing the field top as well. You just can't see it as well, but just believe me, it's down there. Now the jacket, you might be wondering what this is. Now this right here is the Orc Industries PCU level 5. Now that comes out of the 7 system tier unit that they do for their warm clothing. And this right here is obviously the 5th piece, take it as level 5. Now this is the gray soft shell jacket. It gives it off that classic Modern Warfare Task Force 141 vibe. Absolutely amazing. It looks really cool and really ties in the kit with that kind of gray on Ranger green combination. Now moving on from that, we're gonna go down. Follow me.
Alright, so down here, this is where we're gonna have the boots, you get your knee pads, you got the chem lights, and you have the PRL. So let's go over each one. The knee pads right here, these are made by Ulta. These were commonly seen during that time period, just that solid black. Not the most comfortable, but nothing crazy. I don't have the correct Arc'teryx ones, which had that yellow lining around them. I only have the solid black ones. So I switched over to these to make it kosher. For the boots, I just went with the proper AR-670 boots. Now, these aren't from the time period specifically, but they are still AR-670 compliant, so I got the pants, blouse into those. Definitely want to go more with the Morel or Solomon hiking boots. Those look a lot more comfortable than these, and I think they look a lot cooler too. So up here I've got the smaller IR chem lights. These are just simply put on by an S beater right here. You got them rubber banded and easy to quick access. If a tear one of these, they'll probably come off, won't put it back on. So those are the mini IR chem lights. It's better kneeling like this. You don't have a huge chem light falling off like this. So it's cool with the mini ones. Now, obviously, like I was saying, the PRL, this is the simple monkey tail. Now this one is in tan or coyote. You see this a lot more in reference photos than coyote. You got the yellow color right there, so you know, pull that right. But yeah, nothing too crazy about that. So let's go back up and cover the plate carrier.
Alright, so now that you've seen the boots and the knee pads, let's continue on. Now this right here is a plate carrier. You might be wondering what it is, what all the pouches are. We'll get right into that. Now this here is the Eagle Industries MBAV. Now this one, in fact, is not Eagle Industries. It is a reproduction made by 3F. Now 3F, they make a lot of the Ranger green stuff, which is amazing from the RLCS system. This right here is their MBAV. The stitch quality is absolutely amazing. It holds up great. It's still made in the US also, which is awesome. They supply a lot of the reenactment groups for the 70th Rangers, so it's really cool to see that. And it worked out great for this. Now, as you can tell, this is definitely an upgrade from my last video where I was using the Fly MBAV. I'll actually have a video comparing the two because it's atrocious, honestly. So this looks so much better. Now the pouches on this are all RLCS. They have all been issued actually the same Ranger, which is really cool. I was lucky enough to pick that up along with this deployment bag and a few other pieces like this Rhodesian recon vest. Expect more videos on that in the future, honestly. So let's go over my pouch setup, why I have it set up that way, and how it works. So we'll start off actually at the top, not even the pouch. We have this light up here. You see it in a few reference photos. I forget the true name for it. It's like the VSR light or something like that. Now I got that for an amazing price. I would never recommend buying real ones if you find them. This one is real, but I got it for a good price like I was saying. Now, it just is a strobe light. It just flashes green. This one does. That's what y'all. Not worth the original price, like I was saying. All right, moving down. So behind this placard, you might see this. We have 3 magazines. Now that is going to be on the basic RLCS platform for their 3 mag pouches. It seems very odd and kind of out of whack to have it up there, but you actually see it in a few reference photos, I think mostly from machine gunners, which is odd in the first place. But I tried it out because it gives off that cool vibe. It looks a lot more like a battlefield look. I kind of like it, honestly. It's terrible though. It's terrible to reload and have to pull them up straight up like that. Moving on, we've got our admin pouch right here. Now this one, I think they call it the map pouch in the RLCS set when you get issued it. It's not named since you have the modular assault pack on the back as well, which many people call a map as well. So for this admin pouch, which we will be calling for the rest of this video, this is great for storing useful information. If you're at Milsom West, you can put your orders in there, you can have all those, you can have maps in it. Awesome for that. But if you're just at the normal airsoft field, you can throw snacks, some fruit snacks, cigarettes, lighters, your phone, wallet, keys, all of that nonsense, and it holds it down pretty well. All of simple flap, close it like that. On that then, we've got the IR US flag patch. Now that is facing backwards, but that is seen in quite a few reference photos. Seems odd, I know. I don't know the whole reason for that. I don't know if they made them because these were originally meant for the sleeves. Don't know if it was made that way originally, and that's why. Now next to that, we've got the upside down pistol mag pouch. Now this I'm using not for pistol mags, but actually for Gerber multi-tools, things like that, so I can quickly access that on the field and pull it right out. Close it simply back up. I have it upside down so it kind of has gravity help it fall into your hand. That way you don't have to pull it upwards or to the side or anything crazy, right? Pretty simple. Next to that, we've got our zip tie handcuffs. Now these are iconic for any GWAT kit of this time period. You gotta have the classic little white ones, not the cool like huge ones that you see nowadays. Next to all of that, on the actual plate here itself, we do have our NATO push to talk. Now that is connected to our contact 3s up here, giving that straight right back into the radio, which I'll cover in a little bit. Very simple, you see it in quite a few kits. Nothing insane, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. Now moving down, we have our 1x2 RLCS mag pouches. Now these ones will just hold your classic M4 mags with Velcro. They close like that. Nothing insane, they're very body built and obviously enclosed. Still a sweet piece of kit. So right now in this kit, we have a total of 7 magazines, quite a bit, but honestly it's amazing, especially for airsoft. You can reload quite a bit, especially if you're using gas blowback. Now next to those mag pouches, we do have the GPS pouch. Right now I don't have the current GPS for it. I'm still trying to figure out which one that is, and I'm getting one myself. Right now I'm using that for keys. My keys are on the flip. That's basically what I'm using it for. Since it has like a splat over the top and it has a little window on the inside, kind of like the mat pouches that you see in like a wrist or something like that. It has a clear plastic that keeps everything safe and dry. Now, next to that, I have an interesting piece. This right here is a flashbang pouch. However, it is mounted sideways using the horizontal adapters that this set comes with. I don't think I've ever seen one using a reference photo, the adapter itself. But I like it on this because it makes the flashbang pretty easy to access. You pull it out straight like that, and it comes out. Now these are the tag-ins. Obviously that's what I'm using this kit because this is for airsoft. You got the tag and frag in there. This one's a flashbang. So yeah, it fit in very nicely, and I like that because of how easy it is to access. Again, I'm trying to avoid that pulling up movement. It's easier to pull something out this way, obviously, than pull it up like that. That's the mindset for it. Anyway, so that is a cool piece. I just really wanted to use that adapter. I had it, so I'm like, why not try to use it? So moving over to this side, we have a cat tourniquet. Now this is simple. You see that it usually goes on the outside. A lot of times guys will work on the front of the plate carrier. This is close enough to the front where it's easy to access. Above that, we do have a Sharpie. That way you can write an attack tourniquet when it was applied, or just use it for your maps, things like that. Very simple, very tactile. And moving down, we've got the Eagle Industries frag pouch. These are just a simple push, quick release, and then you have access to it and closes. Now you see that with through across all their colors, everything. It's nothing crazy. Really see adult pouches. These have all been issued in Coyote, they've all been issued in, I believe, Multicam as well now. And I think even, I don't know if they did UCP or not, but the only reason that it gives this value is that this is specifically meant for the Rangers. It comes from that RLCS system, which stands for the Ranger Load Carrying System. If you guys haven't seen another video on Ranger Kit, I go a little more in depth on that system and what was issued with it. So definitely click that. It's probably popping up right there. If you guys want to go check that out. Alright, so that's basically the front of the plate carrier. Nothing too crazy, nothing insane. On this side, splitting a little bit away from the plate carrier, we do have a mat pouch. Now this, we have our mats. You put a highlighted target in there, your HVT stuff, everything's pretty cool. And it just closes with a zip snap. Now the gloves I would normally wear for this kit, I have a few different ones. I have the Oakley Pilots, the 2.0s, and the solid black ones, which are sweet. You've also got the GI Flyers gloves, which suck. You see those used a lot with my VBSS kit. Both have that cool GWAT vibe, so yeah, honestly I like both of those. One obviously works a lot better, like I was saying. Now let's move up to the helmet. The helmet up here is the MS2000, often confused with the ACH. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the difference. I want to say it's just the companies that made them. This one's made by MSA. I don't know who the ACH is made by. It'll probably pop up something right here if I'm wrong or something, or you guys can tell me in the comments, which will probably happen. So, moving on from the MS2000, we have it painted in that classic rattlesnake black color. It looks absolutely insane with the rest of the kit. That's really what tied me into this. Is I really love the gray on green color. It's so cool. All right, so moving on. The front mount. This is a basic, your 1-hole mount. I did change it after many comments were telling me to move away from the 3-hole mount because that was not correct. They used the 1 mount, the single mount with that one. I couldn't find one in time, so we got the just classic GI one. Very cheap, very simple, works just fine. On that, we've got our GI cap band in the foliage color. It looks sweet on there, kind of like your Vietnam style, except you're not putting stuff in the sides. Whatever, it helps hold down the mount, helps hold down your MS 2000 strobe in the back. Around that, I've got a headband right now, or sorry, headlamp. It's the wrong one. This one is made by Energizer. It's supposed to be a Petzl one, and the specific model, they're almost impossible to find, and when you do, they're like $200, so I'm holding off on that right now. But moving on, we've got bungee cord on top also holding down that mount, so when I have my Rhino mount and J-arm on here for my PVS 14s or 15s, you'd switch these bungee cords over to that mount to act as a retention lanyard, compared to the modern helmets where you see them come integrated into the arc rails. So a very cool little home done piece right there. Absolutely love how that looks. Moving down from there, we got our Oakley M frames. You gotta have those for that eye protection, you know. And then we got our Contact 3s, which are definitely Contact 3s, not my XBIs right now. But those Contact 3s are underneath. Those both offer protection from both the sun and loud noises. Awesome. All right. So as I mentioned, this is connecting into my radio, which goes into the back. I'll be showing that off in a second. But yeah, that's basically the front of the kit. Everything's pretty easy to explain. So let's move to the sides. Starting with this side. Do not want this to fall, it's already fallen once. All right, so right here we have a GP pouch. Now this is a small GP pouch made by Paraclete. This was pre-MSA Paraclete, even cooler. Right now it's in place for an IFX. I was not able to get that with the RLCS system the guy was issued. It looks like he kept that for himself. Sucks. All right, but this is the small GP pouch filling for that area right now. The Paraclete was seen in use by Rangers during this time period. However, it would not be used this way, replacing the IFAC, but for me it is. On to the back, we have our PRC 152 radio pouch meant for the emitter pouch, for the emitter radio, or PRC 148, I believe. I've got a Fisher Price 152 inside there right now. Still want to get a real 152, probably not 148 because those are nearly impossible to find, sadly. But we might get a cheap repro just to keep the accuracy for the kit, to make it all tie in. Moving to his back. Alright, we've got the mat pouch, like I was saying, the modular assault pack, the best thing in the world. Now, 3F has shown videos on how to change those into just a backpack for yourself. Definitely try that for a video. Now, this is great because it can fit your sustainment gear, it can fit MREs, snacks, your hydro pack. Even if you're playing airsoft, you can fit your tank in there and run your HPA line through there. Absolutely amazing. Now that has your zippers, you have 2 main compartments. It's awesome. I have nothing in here right now, so it looks kind of flat, but obviously you got these to expand it. It's great. And yeah, you can see it way better. You can see the MS 2000 strobe better on the helmet as well. Looks really cool from behind as well. It's a lot as well. So it's easier to see on camera. I wanted to go over this side. Underneath this arm, we've got our signal pouch right here. Now this, you can use shotgun shells in, signal flare rounds. That's kind of what it's meant for me. It's a smaller GP pouch. You can fit some random stuff in there. On this side right here, we have the RLCS canteen. Now in here, I don't actually have a canteen. I've got a water bottle, but you do see that in a few reference photos actually. I absolutely hate the canteens. They're nasty to drink out of. I like my microplastics and my water bottle better than that. All right.
Anyways, that wraps up another Ranger video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a completely different style, so let me know in the comments if you guys like this style of video. I can definitely do more of these as it was pretty easy to do, so just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to make those changes. If you guys have any advice on how to make these videos better as well, leave those in the comments also, and then I can also take those into consideration. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.